Through the years, I get asked a lot of questions, and I thought instead of having one long video where I answer all these questions, I thought maybe at the end of my videos, once in a while, I would share with you an answer. I thought I would share with you a big question a lot of people ask, and that is, what does my husband think of my YouTube channel? I think I've addressed this different times throughout the years. I'm going to address it again for some of the new people that come on my channel. The sun is rather in my eyes, so let me go and sit somewhere else so I can actually see my camera. So let's go behind the tree. You never know when you set up a camera how it's going to look. Kind of like putting the flowers in my hair. After seeing what it looked like, it looked rather goofy. But I get asked a lot of questions, and especially with the loss of my parents, people want to know questions like, what's it like to be on YouTube and to share your life every single day, even in the periods of deep sadness and darkness? There, much better. Well, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. There are many times in the last 5 years that I wanted to turn off YouTube and shut the door forever. Would I really have done that? Probably not. We all have days where we get tired of the things that we do. There were some days in my life that were very hard. I remember about 3 years ago, a time in my channel where I just felt really defeated and I felt really disappointed. And then somebody I've never even heard of before, Prepper Princess, gave me a shout out, and I got 8,000 subscribers from her, and it was amazing. And most of you are still here today and you comment on my videos. And so in turn, I like to do things like that for other people, and I've given many shout outs to channels to try to help them out and to help them grow. I believe that when she gave that shout out, that was a gift from the Lord, because at that time I needed it so much. So what does my husband think of my YouTube channel? A lot of you will be surprised to know that my husband is my main supporter of my channel. Now, he's a very private person, but you're seeing more and more videos of him. He's more timid. He doesn't like being in front of the camera. And that's how it usually is with YouTubers. Usually one of the spouses, you don't see much of them, while you see a lot of the other spouse. That's in general, that really is that way. There are some that they have the husband and wife both on it, but in general, one is more into the spotlight, so to speak. He has watched every single video of mine, and he reads most of the comments. He knows people by names as well, and it's really unique, his perspective on everything. He would be the first one to tell you that he has no idea how in the world I can come up with a video every single day. He has instilled in me the value of working hard and to do things as good as you possibly can. He's also told me not to be so hard on myself, because he knows that I am a perfectionist when it comes to certain areas of my life. He's also told me to have thick skin, and that I need to not think about what others say. He does say it's a good thing he's not the one that is on the YouTube channel, because he said at times he couldn't be silent when the negative people come his way. He is the backbone of this channel, and he always encourages me. He wants me to have the channel. He directs me in a lot of things. He sees my channel as a mission, as a place where people can come and they can just have a place where people care. My channel, people care for one another. That's something even YouTube recognizes and says. Sometimes people at YouTube will even tell me, they will say, my channel is so interactive. It's very unusual as far as how much people correspond with one another and how it's a place where people feel at home. Lots of times YouTube say they're not sure what category to put me in. They put me in the homesteading category, but then they say I'm like Ian Landers. Yeah, they said I'm like Ian Landers. So it's a little bit like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know what you want to call me. I guess I give some advice, I'm not sure. maybe therapy. A couple people said it's like therapy for them, and that really, like, I can't believe it. Because I never saw myself as someone that would be considered a therapist. I'm just somebody who has issues in life, and I'm learning to work through them, just like everybody else. But I like to do it in a positive way, in a way where everybody feels welcome. So it's funny when YouTube wants to categorize me and they're not sure. They even categorized me one time as ASMR, and that's the kind where you're really quiet, you talk quiet. Not sure why that is, but they had put me in that category for quite a while. You know, we always are in categories, and with YouTube it's no different. Everybody is in a category, so to speak. And so you have the crafting community, you have the homestead community, you have the people who make her sewing and crocheting and all them communities, and then you have the prepare, you know, being prepared, and you know, all these like prepping type communities. And I'm a little bit of everybody. I'm a jack of all trades, and I'm not an expert at anything. And so my husband is very much for my YouTube channel, and he is very much thankful for it. A lot of people have also asked, what is my husband like when it comes to financial things, and does he spend, does he save, and the old-fashioned life, like what does he really think of this? Well, people would be surprised to know that my husband is even more into saving money than me. He's even more into the old-fashioned lifestyle than me. In what way? Well, he doesn't even use lights at all. He uses an LED light. When he has to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, he has a lantern, which is an LED light. He doesn't even turn that light switch on for a second. He would see my videos as I should have the LED lights. Well, but you can't see when you do that, so, or I would. Before I had YouTube, we did not use electric lighting. In fact, we didn't even have it working in half of our house for about a year, and then we fixed it. We didn't use electric lighting, we used all oil lamps. We didn't use a lot of things, but with YouTube and certain videos I make, I have to have lighting so people can see it, because people were complaining all the time that they can't see what I'm doing. He loves it when I have my Thrifty Thursday. He's very supportive of that. He thinks it's great that me and my daughters and my granddaughters get to go every week and have fun. He is very much a part of my YouTube channel. Will he ever be the star in my YouTube channel? I wish, but he says not. He says he would rather jump out of an airplane than be on YouTube. That's what he says. It's hard to believe, because at one time in my life, when I first started my YouTube channel, I was extremely scared of the camera. Really scared of it. It took me a lot of years to get over that. A lot of years. Even though I still turned that camera on, I still was extremely apprehensive about what I was saying and how I was saying it and all of these things. And people would often say in the beginning of my YouTube channel that I must be reading a script or something like that. No, it was just a girl that was petrified of the camera. That's all it was. I never had a script. I never wrote anything out what I was gonna say. It's just I was petrified of the camera. I have something coming up that I'm really nervous about. I'm asked to speak in front of 300 people, and I will be videotaping that. And I'm really nervous about all that, because I don't know how I'm going to be speaking in front of people like a real live audience. And so I'm hoping that when I have the camera on, I can just take all the people out of it and just focus on the camera, because it is different speaking in front of people and then speaking in front of a camera. But I'm not going to give it away too much what I'm going to be doing, but it's something new for me. I've never done this before, not to this magnitude. And I think you guys will all be blessed by it. So keep me in your prayers when that happens. That's going to be June 13th. So I'm really nervous about that. So I was asked to do that, and I feel like God is calling me to do that. So I said, Lord, you got to take those fears from me. My anxiety is pretty much all gone. I still get a couple episodes here and there. I'm going to be having an updated video on that and some things that I've learned I'm gonna be talking a lot about menopause and all of that, and I'm really excited to share with you those kind of videos because I've found some things that have helped me, and I know they're gonna help you too. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little talk, and like I always say, I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.